Oh yeah. My name is Jonathan Lansall, and today I will be discussing Kool-Aid. And yeah, how Kool-Aid is one of the most well-known brands ever. And this may be because of a simple smile on the Kool-Aid man's face in every single video that he's possibly in. So my research question for today: do happy type attributes such as smiling and nodding and just positive attributes, and also negative attributes such as frowning, do they alter people's opinions and make them more likely to be susceptible to persuasion? I mean, such as the Kool-Aid man, as I said, he busts into a room crazy like, with a smile on his face, says, "Oh yeah." And we all love him. Who does not love the Kool-Aid man? I like to see a number of hands because I don't like them. But the theory that I am going to be using to analyze this is amplification hypothesis. And the amplification hypothesis is meaning attitude certainty amplifies the dominant effect of the attitude on thought, judgment, and behavior. Meaning, if you are talking to somebody and they're smiling and they're agreeing with you while you're happy and you're also in the same type of mood, you're more likely to be persuaded by them, to buy something, to do anything. Because you have somebody agreeing with you, and more amplified your emotions are, the more likely you are to do something. And my application to Kool-Aid with the amplification hypothesis is that the Kool-Aid man has a smile on his face. So basically, a happy attitude is implanted onto the receiver of the message due to amplification hypothesis. Meaning, you see Kool-Aid man, you think Kool-Aid's happy, you're gonna go buy Kool-Aid. Or if you're just at the grocery store and you see Kool-Aid and you remember the commercials or just anything that's happening with Kool-Aid in general, you're gonna be like, that's good, that's some good stuff. And then bam, another product bought, another persuasive message bought. But basically, this can be used anywhere, in the same sense that a smile on somebody's face can amplify your emotions to do something. So can a frown. So can just no face at all, just sorrow. But a frown can amplify somebody, like, in the sense that I have a personal, connection with this. At Reese's, I work at Reese's, the grocery store. Old lady came in one time, I think it was just a couple years ago. We got these new cookies in, the decadent cookies, and I'm trying to sell them. And the old lady's not having a great day. And she tells me this at the register, and I'm just like, well, I'm so sorry to hear that. And me, he's selling a product, and also just trying to help her out. I'm just like, hey, so no smile. I'm just like, do you think a cookie would help? Sounds ridiculous in retrospect, but she was like, yeah, I think so. And I was able to sell her one of our new decadent cookies that we were selling at the time. And that was one of my first memorable ones. I'm sure I've done that all my life. I mean, my parents used to do it to me whenever they talked to me outside. I'm running around and they're like, hey, good job. And I'm like playing a sport, good job, you're doing good. And they're smiling the whole time. I'm amplified, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing me little, yeah, thank you, Dad. I am doing good. I appreciate that. I'm happy. Then I smile on my face. I keep going, and I keep doing great. I keep being a child. And it's all around you your entire life. Sorry, somebody was trying to call me. But Kool-Aid, as my answer to my research question, Kool-Aid has always made you happy. There's not a time where Kool-Aid came out and you were sad, and that's due to all the commercials that are happening every day. And other businesses use this as well, such as, the Airheads commercials, like other candies, other such sweets. No person in their right mind is going to release a commercial or any type of persuasive message with a frown on one of their characters' faces unless they turn happy. They might, like Snickers, for instance. They bring in some happy, sorrow-filled dude and just moping around, can't do things right. Then they're like, have a Snickers. And then there they go. They turn into Terry Crews. You ain't you when you're hungry. I mean, even on a Terry Crews and Old Spice. Same thing as the Kool-Aid Man. Terry Crews busts into a room, smiling. It starts yelling. It's just exciting and happy emotions happening. And you associate that product with joy. Why does this matter, though? From the smallest things, such as a smile or a frown, someone can be easily persuaded to decide on just anything. Just as I did when I was a child and I was deciding I'm going to keep on playing baseball. Or when I am just sitting at Reese's and I look over in the aisle and I just see the Kool-Aid Man sitting there on that package, and I'm like, I'm trying to be happy. And I'm amplified. Everything about me, amplified. And everyday life, it can be used, amplification theory. I appreciate this message that I've learned about. I didn't know that it was a term until the day. But if you ever want someone to do something, then just agree with them. It's a little bit manipulative, but I mean, it works. If you're selling a product, be on their level, be on their same energy level, and do not stop trying to sell. Thank you for joining me. This may not be as thought out as I thought it was going to be, but thank you. This has been Jonathan Lansall and Kool-Aid and the Amplification Hypothesis.